Good afternoon, guys. How are you today? Welcome to my caravan. Some of you guys have been here before. You know what it's all about. We are cooking from North Queensland at the moment, and today I went shopping, did my weekly shop, which is so not me to be this organized again, but it is so much easier when I am. Does anyone relate to that, where you know that it's so much easier when you know what's coming ahead, even though you're not very good at sticking to the plan? Because that's me. But anyway, I managed to pick up a cheap chook today. So it's a 1.6 kilo whole chook, and look, you might notice in here, this is in my Varoma. I'm going to steam it. I'm going to show you some hints and tips today for doing so, but you might notice I've got baking paper under it, and you're probably thinking, why has she got baking paper under it? Because I don't have a dishwasher in my caravan, and I'll tell you, I do kind of miss it. But it then stops those chicken juices getting stuck in the little holes in your Varoma. If they get stuck in those holes, it can be really hard to get them out and get it scrubbed clean again. Nothing worse. So I've got baking paper under it. I've poked about 6 holes in that baking paper so the juices can still run down, because I want to make gravy in here in the end, and I'll talk to you about how to do that shortly as well. I think I've got a video I can link for you later to show you how to do the gravy, but I want to show you today how easy this is. Now, I did just make my veggie stock because you guys have been watching for a little while now. I've been out for a couple of weeks, so I needed to make it. You can see the lid's still green. I've taken most of it out of the bowl. There's a little bit left. It was a very green stock. I'm going to put into that 1.5 litres of water, or just under, about 1.2 to 1.5. This is how much liquid we need to steam this chook. Okay, when we're cooking for 90 minutes or 1.5 hours, we need about 1.5 litres of water. Otherwise, it may well evaporate out on us and not leave us enough in there to continue steaming the chook. I've only done that twice in 7 and a bit years, where I've actually evaporated it dry. Wondered why it wasn't cooking. Finally looked in the bowl and realised there's nothing left. Now, as I said, I've got a slightly dirty bowl. Normally, when I'll make this into gravy at the end, I would actually add some stock for a bit of saltiness to the little beautiful juices down there. Then I add some corn flour and water to thicken it. I won't need to do that because the stock will provide that saltiness already in there. Do say hi if you're watching today, guys, and if you know what you're having for dinner this Friday night, let us know. I hear the weather in Brisbane is amazing at the moment, nice and shiny and warm. It's not here, it's actually cold and wet. So actually, it's not completely cold. It kind of does the in-between. But anyway, back to the Thermomix and cooking a whole chook. By the way, I'd love to know as well, have you made a whole chook in your Thermomix? Because you're missing out if you've not tried this. It is just amazing. It falls off the bone. It is so delicate and soft. If you have a meter, you could stick it in and check that it's cooked in there. But if you do 99 minutes, it'll be falling off the bone. It will be cooked through, I can guarantee you. So 99 minutes on the timer. If you have a TM31, 60 minutes, and then at the end, come back and put another 30 minutes on, okay? Because yours doesn't go to 99. TM5, you can go to 99. Varoma temperature, so all the way around, that's our steaming temperature. And then we're going to put it on speed 2. That is my steaming temp, is speed 2. So before I do that though, I need to dress my chook just a little bit. It's looking a little bit naked, I don't know, pale I think is probably the right word. And put some mixed herbs on top. So let's give it a cover so that it gets a bit of color to it, because when we steam we don't get that brown crispy top. That doesn't bother us because we just peel it off. However, if you like that crispy top, stop this about 10 minutes early, take your chicken out, put it on a tray, stick it in your oven, and crisp up that skin then. Okay, so the inside will be juicy and soft, and the outside will get that crisp to it. All right, so you can do that. We just don't bother, everyone peels it off. So, mixed herbs, let's see what else I want to put on. I want to put a little bit of paprika. We love a bit of paprika, sweet paprika, by the way, not ground. Kids would not eat that. It'll give it a bit of colour. You can put a bit of soy sauce on top. You can put some oil on top. I find I don't need to. Some people rub butter on it. I don't bother. Okay, a little bit minimalistic like that. Actually, I think I'm a lot minimalistic. Starting to realise. So, let's put this on top. Flip up my lid. Now, by the way, there's been some discussions lately about lids. Some people are saying their lids have warped a little bit over time, and they may well do that. But what you'll find is as you cook, they'll sit back down flat. Okay, the heat allows them to sink back down. So don't stress if you get a little bit of clearance on the end and it does a bit of a rocking thing. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Now off we go on speed 2, and I'm going to let that cook. Now what I'm also going to do in the next little while is I'm going to spend some time getting some cauliflower and broccoli chopped up, and I'm going to put it in with probably the cauliflower about 15 minutes to spare, and the broccoli about 7 minutes to spare. And I'm just going to put it around the chicken, because after that time you'll notice the outside of your chook is sealed and it's the outside's cooked. The inside's the bit for those last 20 minutes that still needs that cooking. But what I'm then going to do is I am hopefully, get all going well and the kids are happy to play quietly, I'm going to come back online. I'm going to show you guys how to make a beautiful white sauce, because I want to then make a beautiful cheesy white sauce to go with the broccoli and the cauliflower. And I'll probably put some potatoes in there too to keep the fussy 7-year-old eating something other than chicken. So that's what I'm going to come back later and I will show you. I won't show you how to chop and chuck in the cabbage, cauliflower and the broccoli and the potato. You don't need to see that. Just chuck it around the chicken. It's not hard. But I will come back when this is all cooked and show you the white sauce and making that on a TM6. But I'll give you a whole lot of hints and tips if you go to 31 and a 5 as well. So lovely to have you on, Carissa and Linda. Thanks for saying hi. And I love that you made perfect boiled eggs on the egg mode. That is winning. I love that. I love the egg mode. Have you guys found the new update yet? I've heard that they've paused it. Just a little side note before we finish up today. Some of you guys would have got the new update where you can rearrange that mode screen at the end, the one that's got the cleaning and the boiling mode and the rice cooking mode. You can actually remove icons off it and you can rearrange them so they're in your list the way you want them to be in your list. But I do believe that the Germans sent out a message saying there's a couple of glitches in it, so they've paused the rollout. So some of you guys would have that already. I don't know if I do or not, because I did the update, but I don't know if I've got it or not. So I don't even know how to check. I only just did the update. No, I don't think I've got it. That's okay. So have a great afternoon, guys. I'll be back here in about an hour and a half, 2 hours time to make the white sauce to go over the veggies. But lovely to have you guys on this afternoon. Thanks for stopping by and give us a call if I can help you with your thermomixing in any way. That's what I'm here for. Take care. See you later. Bye for now.